Liza Watson and I'm the Managing Director of Heaney Watson. We're a firm of family law solicitors with 3 offices in Liverpool and 1 office in Manchester. We've been formed since March of this year when we demerged from another Liverpool law firm. It's my role to make sure that everything in the practice ticks on a daily basis, and also to have a caseload of clients as well. We definitely look for life skills. We recognise when we're looking at CVs that a person isn't just about their academic qualifications, because everybody who's been to the university will come out with more or less the same qualifications, dependent on the classification of degree. But that's not going to tell us how somebody is going to perform when they're in the workplace. It's probably a bit more basic than that. What we look in the first place for when we're looking through the CVs is to see what somebody has done with their life apart from the educational side of things. And that principally is in relation to work experience, whether that's paid or unpaid. In my personal opinion, if somebody has had the aptitude to go out and work when they've been at university or at school, whether it's in the school holidays or after work of a weekend, then this definitely shows somebody who's driven and who recognises that life isn't just about reading books. Definitely some summer work experience. In the field that I work in, candidates can always go into law firms for unpaid work experience. So at the very least, I would be expecting to see something like that on a CV before they would progress to the next level of an interview. But definitely, if somebody's done other jobs, then that would be really, really helpful to us. From a personal perspective, when I was a student, I worked every summer holidays, every Easter holidays, Christmas. I worked 5 nights a week in a pub when I was doing my degree. And that to me gives a work ethic for somebody when they're transferring from university or college into the workplace. Sometimes roles are advertised, and you can definitely go through the Law Society to see if there's any vacancies around in local solicitors or even barristers' chambers to see if there's any work experience that can be gleaned. Write letters, yes, but recognise that you're going to be one of hundreds of candidates who are writing letters asking for work experience. I prefer the direct approach, which is for somebody to phone me, because to me that shows a bit of initiative, and that somebody has been brave enough to phone up the managing director of a law firm and ask whether there's any vacancies, and if there are, how they go about it. Definitely to recognise that potential employers are looking for a lot more than just the qualifications that are on the CV. So it isn't just about that, and also it isn't just about adding a bit of work experience onto it as well. What the candidates have to realise is that we see hundreds and hundreds of CVs, and they need to stand out in the first instance from them. So write a really good covering letter with the CV. Don't make it too long and don't make it too short either. There needs to be something there that's going to grab the attention of the potential employer, that's going to make them stand out from everybody else. Show that you've got a bit more about you rather than just somebody who's achieved educationally. Make sure that you've got some other interests in there as well, because particularly in this practice, we're a team, and we've got to make sure that the people that we recruit fit into that team. So if their life skills and their past history are relevant to what we enjoy as a practice, then that will make them stand out from the crowd. Ultimately, anybody who gets past the first stage of having their CV considered and being offered an interview will have done all of that. So it is important that people do look on the internet and what have you, and make sure that they know about the practice. And potential employers are very flattered, I think, when candidates sit in front of them or write to them and say that they know about their business. One of our candidates recently said to us that they were really impressed with the hype surrounding our practice. Now for us, we actually believe that because we'd spent a lot of money on marketing and trying to get our name out there, because we started as a new company. And I think you'll impress a potential employer by telling them a lot of things about their business and flattering them about their business as well. If it's on the CV, it's going to show that in the first instance they've got a recognition that they have to be commercially aware when they're moving into the workplace. It's all too easy to look at a CV and say, well, there's a law degree. There's nothing else there. And what we need are candidates who are able to, at the beginning, to jump in with both feet and begin working from day one. So if they've gone and they've undertaken the programme and they've got an additional certificate to add that will show the world out there that they understand the way that businesses work, then it definitely will add value to the CV. Absolutely. All of our trainee solicitors this year in particular have come from John Moores University, and we recognise the skills that they take from having been taught at JMU. So to me, it follows naturally that we'll back the World of Work certificate as something that's absolutely essential for candidates.